I think that people who call for the abolishment of tipping as a way to pay workers are coming from a good place. They're worried about workers being abused or taken advantage of by working for tips. If you do a quick search on the internet, you will see many articles that talks about the connection between paying workers tips and our legacy of slavery. After the Civil War, many business owners wanted to hire people but not pay them anything, and they allowed them to work on tips alone. When Congress passed legislation to institute minimum wage, they left tip workers behind. They never updated the minimum wage and applied it to tip workers. When the law was amended in 1966 and created something called a tip credit, they raised the tip payment from 0 to $2.13 an hour. Our practice of paying workers, tip workers, $2.13 an hour has been in effect since 1966. It has not been raised in any way. So when restaurants do not pay the minimum of $2.13 an hour, they are basically violating the law, but they're also going back in time because after the Civil War, the minimum wage for tip worker was $0 an hour. With the way the law is right now, you cannot stop the practice of paying people tips by simply not tipping your waiter or bartender. You have to pay them a tip because their livelihood depends on it right now. After the pandemic, the tip has gone down. A lot of waiters and bartenders are not making the same tip that they were making before the pandemic, and it doesn't help the situation at all. If you want to change this outdated policy, you have to talk to your lawmakers. Okay, back to work.